Hello viewers, I'm Simon Preston and this is Reggae Boyz Commentary. In this edition of Reggae Boyz Commentary on Monday, May 23rd, 2016, I'm going to go through Jamaica's record against South American teams, both home and away. Now, if you look at our record against South American teams, we have played 32 matches in total against South American teams. We have 7 wins, 5 draws and 22 losses. Yes, you can say that that losses figure is a lot and 3 times the amount of wins that we have. But if you analyze the performances that Jamaica has had against South American teams, bar 1 or 2 matches, Jamaica has proven to be very tenacious against CONCACAF teams. If you look at every single match that we've played against a South American team, if you look at all the matches that Jamaica has played against South American teams, we have put together 330 passes together. And of those 330 passes, 92% were accurate. Now that is exactly what you want to see against these teams that play very technical, have the ball close to their feet, and will try to be clever with the ball. That is what you expect because these are talented football players and are gifted. The likes of Brazil, the Argentinas, the Chiles, who we're going to come up against very soon. So we've always raised our bar, you could say, and raised our level of performances against South American teams, as if to say, you know, we can play well, and we do play well. And there are a number of matches where lots of those losses were by a 1-goal margin, coming in late in matches, just a lapse in concentration here and there. And those wins as well, some of them have been quite convincing as well, by a 2 or even a 3-goal margin. And a lot of those results came in Jamaica at the National Stadium and also the Montego Bay Sports Complex as well. So let's go through the different teams that Jamaica has played against. Jamaica has played against Argentina 3 times at the senior level. As we know, the 1998 FIFA World Cup in France, Argentina beat Jamaica 5-0. Both teams met again in 2010 in a friendly international where Argentina beat Jamaica 2-1. Remember, in that game, Ryan Johnson scored for Jamaica at the start of the second half, and Martin Palermo helped Argentina to get back on level terms and also the winner as well late in the match, and Argentina won 2-1 on that occasion. And more recently, as we know, Argentina beat Jamaica 1-0 in the Copa America tournament last year in Chile, where the goal came from Gonzalo Higuain on that occasion. Jamaica has beaten Argentina before, to be honest with you, and it didn't come at the senior level, but it did come at the Pan Am Games in 2007 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where we beat Argentina 2-0, and it was a mixture of players from the under-23 level. So some of the players that were there at the time, you had Kemar Daly, who was part of that squad, Eric Vernon was part of that squad as well, John Ross Doyley, Dwayne Carr, Dwayne Miller. So we do have history of beating Argentina. We have also played Argentina at Youth World Cups as well. Argentina is the only team that we've played at every level of men's World Cup. We played them at the Under-20 World Cup in 2001 when Argentina hosted, where we lost 5-1 on that occasion, where Fabian Dawkins scored for us on that occasion. In the 2011 edition of the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in Mexico, we lost 2-1 to Argentina on that occasion, where we scored our first ever goal at the Under-17 World Cup, and that came through Zolano Barnes from across from Cordell Benbow on that occasion. So we played Argentina quite a number of times at different levels. Bolivia now. Now we've played Bolivia 3 times. We've beaten them once, drawn once, and lost once. In 1997 we played Bolivia, where we lost 6-0 in Bolivia. Now this was a very, very tough match for the Reggae Boyz because the stadium where Bolivia played against, it's very, very high above sea level, even higher than the Azteca Stadium. And there was an occasion where Anandi Lowe needed an oxygen mask. It was very, very tough for the players to move. I can tell you from experience, being in a place where it's very, very high altitude, you feel tightness and you really want to get out of the position that you are. So you can't really say that putting blame on the conditions, because that's the way things are. As professionals, you have to adapt. But when you're in a situation for the first time, you need experience to move forward. And that was the first time that our players were in that sort of situation, at least that current crop. So it took some time. Also, we drew against Bolivia as well, where we drew against Bolivia 0-0 in 1998, which was in another friendly match that was played in Jamaica. We played a lot of friendly matches at the National Stadium under head coach René Simoes at the time. And in 2001, we beat Bolivia 3-0, at the National Stadium in 2001. Brazil, we played Brazil 3 times at the senior level, twice at the 1998 CONCACAF Gold Cup. We drew 0-0 in the group stages, and that was after the media was going crazy when Romario was making comments, backing up what Cesare Maldini, former Italian coach, said at the time, that Jamaica doesn't deserve to be part of the 32, and there are better teams in Europe that should have been in this tournament, the likes of Portugal and other European teams, Poland and other European teams that should be part of it, and that Jamaica doesn't deserve to be here. And Jamaica stamped their authority in this match and could have scored a goal as well. And we've shown as well, thanks to wonderful goalkeeping as well by Warren Barrett. And Brazil couldn't get past us on that day. We met again in the third place playoff in the tournament, where Brazil beat Jamaica 1-0, a goal coming from Romario on that occasion in the 77th minute. And for the third time, both teams met in 2003. And this was at the Leicester City Stadium, where Leicester City currently plays their football in the Premier League. It took place in that stadium. And on that occasion, Roberto Carlos scored a wonder goal on his left foot on the left-hand side and beat Donovan Ricketts on that occasion for a 1-0 victory. If you remember on that day as well, Ricardo Fuller gave a handful to the Brazilian midfield and defence as well, you know. Cleverson couldn't hold on to him as much. He really used his pace to his advantage. Some Jamaicans that played that day, you had Claude Davis, you had Damian Stupy Stewart, Richard Langley, Micah Hyde, Dion Burton played that occasion, Craig Zadie, Jamie Lawrence. Those were the sorts of players that played that day for Jamaica in that match. Colombia. Jamaica has played Colombia 5 times. We beat them for the first time in 1997, a goal coming from Ricardo Gardner on that occasion. We lost 1-0 to them in 2000. Also in 2000 we lost 3-0 to them, and that was in the 2000 Gold Cup. In 2003 we lost to them 1-0 in the 2003 edition of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. That was in the Orange Bowl Stadium in Miami. That was the first match I ever went to. That was the first Reggae Boyz match that I went to outside of Jamaica. Wonderful, wonderful atmosphere there in Miami. The Colombians brought their support as well, and you know, the Jamaican diaspora as well in Miami is huge as well. So it was a good atmosphere. I wished I saw a goal on that occasion, but you know, that happens in football. You don't put away chances, you don't score goals. It's as simple as that. And we played them in 2011, and that was an occasion where Errol Stevens was playing one of his first few matches for Jamaica, and that was on the right hand side. We lost 2-0 on that occasion. Chile, the team that Jamaica are going to play on Friday, we played them once, and that was in 2007 under head coach at the time, Bora Milutinovic. We lost 1-0 at the National Stadium, and if you look at the squad that is there today compared to 9 years ago, Arturo Vidal is the only surviving member of that squad. If you look at our team, it's Jermaine Taylor. So it's amazing how time flies, doesn't it? Ecuador. Jamaica has played Ecuador on 3 occasions. We lost 2-1 to Ecuador in 1996. We drew 0-0 with them in 2009. That was the first match that Decoy Williams played for Jamaica, and the first match in quite some time that Jermaine Taylor played for Jamaica as well, because remember, he was out of a club for quite some time. And in 2011 we lost 5-2 to Ecuador. There was a wonder goal scored from Demar Phillips on that occasion, and Omar Cummings also scored in that match as well. Paraguay. We've played Paraguay on a number of occasions. We lost 4-1 to them in 1986. We lost 3-0 to them in 1989. We lost 3-1 to them in the 1999 Guatemalan Cup. We beat them 3-0 in 1999. We beat them 2-0 in 2003. That was prior to the 2003 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Richard Langley scored in that match as well. And we lost 1-0 to Darren Byfield. And we lost 1-0 to Paraguay in 2015 in the Copa America tournament last year. Peru. Jamaica drew 1-1 with Peru in 2006. That was the last match where... That was the last match before Bodo Milutinovic took over as head coach of the Jamaica national team. It was a 1-1. Jermaine Hugh got on the score sheet on that occasion. And we played Peru 4 years later and we lost 2-1 to them. Uruguay. We've played Uruguay on 3 occasions. We lost 3-0 to Uruguay in 1974. We also, in 2004 now, we beat Uruguay 2-0 at the National Stadium. Ricardo Fuller getting on the score sheet there, and the stadium was packed that day. To see the likes of Diego Forlan, Dario Silva, Alvaro Recoba on that day. It was a fantastic atmosphere at the stadium. And we played Uruguay in the Copa America tournament last year where we lost 1-0. Venezuela, a team that we're going to come up against in the Copa America this year. Actually, our first group game in Chicago, Illinois. We drew 0-0 against Venezuela in 1997. We lost to Venezuela 2-0 in 2003. We beat Venezuela 2-1 in 2004, where Marlon King scored on his debut for Jamaica. In 2011 we lost 2-0 at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. That was after winning the 2010 Caribbean Cup. And in 2015 we beat Venezuela 2-1 in a friendly international at the Montego Bay Sports Complex, where Giles Barnes scored on his debut and Darren Mattox also chipped in with a goal as well, with the winning goal for Jamaica. I'm going to provide some statistics as well on the Jamaica national team since 2015. Since 2015, March 2015 to be specific, we've won 8 matches, lost 8 and drawn 2. We've scored 19 goals and conceded 22 of them. Of the 19 goals that we have scored, 9 of them have come in the opening 35 minutes of the match. If you look at some of the goals that we have scored, 4 have come through counter-attacks, 8 through set pieces, 1 from a header from a cross, 3 tap-ins and 1 finish from a cross into the box. Of the goals we have conceded since March 2015, of the 22 goals, 9 of them have come after minute 46. So these are some things that we have to be aware of and ensure that we can work on in the near future as we take on Chile. Of course, we know that winning matches builds momentum, and going into tournaments, it can be what you need, and that is exactly what we do need. Sometimes though, however, the reverse can be affect, where teams can do brilliantly in friendly international before the tournament, but they peak too early, and then in the tournament there's a lukewarm sort of performance from the team. But for the Reggae Boyz, this encounter against Chile, it is a wonderful opportunity to iron out the kinks in the team and also remove whatever cobwebs there may be, so that Coach Winfred Schaefer knows his best starting 11 going into the Copa America tournament. Now, in tournaments, goals are required, as we know. And what we have as well, Deva Orgil, Giles Barnes, just to name a few as well, those are going to be some of the key players to rely on to get the ball into the back of the net for Jamaica as well. So sometimes in tournaments, defences can be seen as a last resort priority to stabilise on, but I'm happy that Winfred Schaefer sees the importance of this, because some managers go into tournaments and say, okay, let's just go and outscore opponent 4-3 because points are vital. Points are vital, we do know that. But stability at the back is very important, and that can be the difference. We get in 3 points, 1 or none. I'm Simon Preston, this is Reggae Boyz commentary. Don't forget to share this video as well, and also like. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think Jamaica has a good record against South American teams? Is there anything else statistically that you'd like me to touch on? Let me know in the comments below and I can get cracking on that. And I have one surprise for all of you fans of all of you Reggae Boyz fans. Are you ready for it? Drum roll, please. I'm going to Chile with the national team. Yay! Yes, tomorrow I am going to leave with the Jamaica national team and head to Chile for Jamaica's encounter against Chile in the Friendly International on May 27th in Viña del Mar. I'm really excited. I've never been to Chile before, and what this means as well, I'm going to bring you, the viewers, exclusive content to the web, and I'm going to get videos of the players in their training sessions, 1 and 2 interviews, and also more exclusive and up-to-date content on the team. I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure to like this video as well, and continue to share it to everybody that you know as well, to subscribe. I think I'm over 120 subscribers now. Today marks 2 months that I started this YouTube channel, and I've made a vow to you all to do at least 1 video a day, and I'm going to continue it. I'm not going to stop, because there are people out there and there are information out there that we need to know about our Reggae Boyz that sometimes the media doesn't cover, because there are more, some of them might feel that there are more pressing issues to deal with. But Jamaica football team, that is who we love and that is who we care about. Let's support our country and we will go places for sure. I'm Simon Preston. Stay tuned for more content, and the last thing I would like to share with you is that it's going to be a lot of flying as well. So during the period of time during the 8-hour window where we'll be flying to Chile, I kindly ask for you to add me as well on Snapchat at simon.preston93. That's on Snapchat, Simon, S-I-M-O-N dot Preston, P-R-E-S-T-O-N 93. The number's 93. I'll leave the exact wording in the description below, so you can add me as well, and I'm going to take pictures of the travel experience with the team as well as training sessions and what it is like in Chile, so you can do that as well. Follow me on Twitter as well, SimeyP93, that's S-I-M-E-Y capital letter P 93. You can also follow me there as well, but more specifically for Snapchat as well, for more rich content as well, in addition to the YouTube videos that I'll be providing. Simon Preston, signing out.